So we thank you for coming out. And without further ado, I am going to bring to the podium now the Honorable Mayor of this great city of Flint, Dane Walling.
Thank you so much, Dawn, and thank you to everyone who has taken some time to come out and be a part of discussing some real solutions to this difficult economic crisis that we know all too well that we are experiencing. I also want to give my personal thanks to President Obama and the White House advisors. They contacted me a few days before the White House forum last Thursday to encourage me, as they did other mayors around the country, to put together a local forum like this, so that as the White House outlines its next critical steps in this war against unemployment, that goes beyond the stimulus, that goes beyond the TARP dollars, that goes beyond the neighborhood stabilization funds that have already been put into the pipeline and haven't yet made the kind of dent in unemployment nationally that it needs to, that they want to hear from us. And I'll certainly share a few of my ideas, but I'm first here to listen to what you have to say, and we'll bring some proposals when we get to the closing remarks and next steps. I also would like to ask, among all of you who came out tonight, those elected officials who have taken time to join us tonight, if you would please stand and be recognized. I know we have our new 3rd Ward Councilman, B.B. Brian Nolden, is here with us. If you give him a round of applause. We also have our new 5th Ward Councilman, Bernard Lawler, is here with us. Thank you, Councilman. Are there any other elected officials in the audience? Okay, thank you all for being here. Let me be brief in my opening remarks so that we can get on to these first few provocative presentations. We put together a group of people who we believe, from the private sector, from the public sector, from the research side, from the economic development perspective, could offer a few thoughts on where they believe this economy is at now, their solutions either nationally or locally that we need to take note of, and I want to get us right into that conversation, and then certainly to spend the bulk of the evening hearing from each of you directly as we work through a discussion led by my Director of Governmental Policy, which includes intergovernmental affairs, and that's Mr. David Solis, who's down here on this end of the tables. So here we are in Flint, Michigan. We are in the depths of a long-term local depression, and yes, I did say depression. It's the worst since the Great Depression. It can be measured by month after month of job loss, of population decline, but most importantly, it is about the thousands of workers who are available and ready, but unfortunately have no place to go to work. The thousands of families who are trapped in impoverishment, the thousands of children, unfortunately, who will tonight go to bed hungry and without enough to eat. We have been in this city on a very slim diet, but it is not right for us to continue to starve. So today we are gathered together to present some new ideas to a very old problem of unemployment. I do truly believe that despite this challenge, that working together, we will transform Flint's economy into one that is diverse and sustainable. And as some of the presenters may hint at tonight, there is already some good evidence of change. And there are some positive projects that are on the horizon. This long night of depression will turn again into a new day. A few quick examples. We have made substantial progress since I was elected in moving the intermodal project and cleaning up a portion of Buick City. We have accelerated that progress, that project substantially. We have a new building, if you haven't seen it, down on the edge of Kettering University's campus on Bluff Street that'll house a science and technology business incubator that'll help point the way towards a new economy based on university research, community partnerships, and international expertise. We have, through our City of Flint's Economic Development Corporation, over $1 million of loans to small businesses all across this city that are creating jobs, that are building wealth for families, and that are improving the lives of many throughout this community. We also know that we've had more than $10 million directly in stimulus funds through the city of Flint. We've had millions more through the support of our state, which has also been the recipient of those dollars. But we have to do much, much more, and we need to tonight ask for much more from our president and our federal leadership. I am again here first and foremost tonight to listen. I will offer a few concrete proposals at the end of our conversation, but I want you to trust that as you bring your ideas forward to this podium, that your ideas will be taken all the way to the president's desk, because this next generation deserves some real opportunities in this community. I benefited from them. Many of you in the audience have benefited from them, and we need to do the same. It's a sacred trust that we have in a community to serve those who are coming behind us. In the 20th century, Flint changed the world. And I do believe that working together with business, with the private sector, with our public partners at the state and federal level, across the street at the county, right here in the city council's chambers, that working together, we will also, again, change Flint. So thank you very much. And David, if I could introduce you to have you introduce our panel. Thank you. Look forward to a constructive conversation.
Thank you, Mayor. As we all know, Mayor Walling's goal is to transform our great city of Flint into a 21st century livable, sustainable city. And with that, he had promised and made some commitments in terms of his goals, in terms of creating new jobs. And we are here tonight to talk about how to create those new jobs. He also had made a commitment for safe neighborhoods and great schools, and we will get to those items as this administration continues. But here tonight, we are here to talk about how do we do that, and how do we utilize our elected officials to support us in creating these new 21st century jobs. Tonight, to set the stage, we have a panel of speakers that will talk about and give us a snapshot of the economic and the jobs climate at this point. We have 6 speakers. We are asking that they limit their time because we really want to engage the community and listen to you in terms of what is it that we can do to make jobs here available and move this agenda to the White House. Our first speaker is the Senior Vice President, Economic Development for the Genesee Regional Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Ed Donovan. Mr. Donovan?
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Walling, for inviting the Genesee Regional Chamber of Commerce to speak at this forum and for hosting such an important community discussion this evening. As we all know well, Flint has been the epicenter of this economic crisis. In the Flint and Genesee County area, we currently have an unemployment rate of 15%. In the city of Flint, the unemployment rate hovers slightly above 25%. There's no need to waste precious time this evening revisiting how our local economy got into this condition. Mayor Walling did a superb job in creating the tone for our evening and setting forth his energetic agenda for moving our community forward in the economy and job creation. We also have learned over the years we're a very resilient community. And while we continue to face